Welcome back to Metal Tales Minis. Today we are painting, focus camera, the Palico, but more specifically, Tobi Kadachi Palico from the Monster Hunter World, the board game, Box 7. And we are using these paints. We could actually not use this one and only use these three, but there's a portion on the back of the weapon, the little handle, that I want to use skeleton bone for. And the uniform gray is if I accidentally mess up the base and want to cover it up. So, we could do it with 3 paints. A very small amount of paint that is needed for this one. We're going to probably start with Void Shield Blue, because that is the main color. A little bit on the palette. Stick it back in there. Get some on the brush. I forgot to charge my camera the other day, so it is plugged in, and hopefully the cord doesn't mess me up. Might need to adjust the light to be a little closer, that way we can see better. Then we just brush on the back of his jacket. Or is this a cape? It's probably a cape. So, how have you all been doing? I've been doing okay. I had a bad headache on Monday. Seem to keep getting them on Mondays. Not sure why. And Monday is when you can find rarer sprites in Fortnite. Wonder if I should make the back of the ears this blue color. The front of the ears are definitely gonna be white. Sides of the clothes are also this color, like so, and going all the way to the back, which is hard to see. His paws will be black, and most of his face will be black too, except for a little stripe down from his forehead down his nose. That will be white. Oh, I suppose I didn't think about eye color for him, because I want him to have bright blue eyes. So I'll have to grab another paint. More paint than I thought we would be using, but that's okay. Going over what we just did to make sure it's not puddling anywhere, since the paint seems to be a little thinner than normal. Then I need to check which parts of his weapon are that color. Very end. The sharp part of his weapon is this color, this blue color. Then this which means that the backside of this is also this blue color. Okay. Yep. So, most of it is this blue. Well, probably half of it is this blue color, and then the other half is the white color. That's right, white is the color. White on the palette. Can probably get away without using the insane detail brush until later. And just do some of the bigger parts. If we are careful and don't mess up. The inside of this cape is white. It's gonna be hard to get all that on the inside white. Probably should have started with white, that way I wouldn't have trouble with it. Worrying about messing up the blue paint job. But it's fine. We just do most of it, do what we can see. And the tail on the back. Which the tail is actually part of the armor. It's not the actual cat's tail, which I thought was a very cool design choice. When I was playing the video game, this was my favorite armor to put on my cat. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to the smaller brush. Getting too worried about messing up the blue paint. And now, we can make sure we're doing exactly where we want. Until we get to the portion where we need to paint the eyes. And then we'll say, I don't think my hands are steady enough to paint the eyes. But we're gonna do it anyway. Potential spam call. I've been getting a lot of those recently. I used to not get any at all, and all of a sudden, I got 3 in one day. We said we are going to do the inside of these ears white. Probably the front part of it as well. So, now paint the other ear. There's a bristle on this brush that's not going the right direction. It's distracting me. Okay, those ears are painted. Then I'm going to just trim the edge of the cape. Looks fluffy. Might have to do a second coat of white on the spots that aren't bright enough. See, the brush bristles are not in a point anymore. That's when you know you gotta rinse your brush, reform the tip, and then add more paint. Do it over again. Better to do the inside of the cape again. Since that paint is dried, we can go back in and make it look brighter. That's the disadvantageous part of this mini, is usually in spaces like that it's dark and you can just paint it black. But with this one, it's white, so we need to be able to see it. Looks better. Gotta do the floof around the legs. Making sure it's better around the hood. On the back here, it's got a little bit of fluff behind the hood. We'll paint that white. Same thing with the weapon on the back. The weapon has some floof on it, so that gets painted white. Very carefully. I'm gonna have to go back again with the blue. Make some parts brighter, fix some mistakes. Then on the weapon, it's got a little cute little bunny face. Up the cute little bunny face. That less colors meant less work. Not with a tiny mini, it means more detail. But less paints to go back and forth with. So that's nice. Smaller mini means smaller details. And it also means people are going to be looking closer at it. Instead of looking at a mini like this, they're going to be looking at it like this. Oh, they forgot to paint the inside of the hood or the back side of the cape. Not to worry. Most people don't do that, just me. Now we get a little bit of white paint, and it's got a little zigzag design in the back of the cape. So that part is going to be white. This is where super steady hands would be appreciated. Oh, that looks nice. We'll try to do it on the other side as best as we can. And if your hands start shaking too much, you can just set them down, just wiggle your fingers and say, ah! And then you come back and your hands might be less shaky. I don't know, it's like a 50-50% chance that it works. It's a coin flip. More paint. Oh, I also forgot the base of the weapon has this little brush-like part, that also needs to be white. Like so. I'm gonna touch up the tail over back here. Oh, I also forgot to do the around the tail spot, all that fluff on the cape. We're using all kinds of fun words today. Fluff, we got fuzz, floof, things that just sound comfortable. Okay. Now some of those zigzag bands go to the front. Let's see if we can get them without issue. Then on the other side. It looks better on one side than the other, but we won't tell anybody. Nobody needs to know. Alright. I think now's the time we go back with the blue in that zigzag pattern that we did on the back focus camera. Thank you. We're going to do on the front. And also the little buttons are this color. Oh, it's perfect. Look at that. Zoom. Completely out of focus. Nice. Maybe we won't use the zoom then. Yeah. Now all that's left is to break out the black paint and actually paint the cat fur. While we were talking about that, I painted the face on the little bunny on the back. Okay, black fur. We're just using matte black. Put a little bit on there, not too much. We want the insane detail brush to be a very good tip. That way we don't mess up any of the white paint we've already done. Here's the part of the video where I am probably not going to talk very much, because I'm focusing very, very hard. very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. Well, I messed up some of it, but not much. Looks like I need to touch up some of the white paint anyway. But we should do the arms and the cute little feet. Like so. Give it a little bit more paint. Make sure we get all sides of the foot. I'm actually painting it the same color as the cat that I had in the game, which I named Snowstripe, after one of my own cats. From real life. Snowstripe was a black and white cat with a white stripe down the middle of its face and white paws. Which I probably should have thought of that before I painted the feet back black, but we'll come back to it. Okay, you can tell that arm's black, right? Yeah. This is where it gets difficult. The cape is very close to this arm. There goes the phone. We need the phone. We need the phone. Okay. And then we're gonna go back to white. Touch up any problems we made. Any spots we may have missed, like the underside of the cape there. That's hard to see for the camera. If I missed it on this side, I probably missed it on the other side too. Let me check. I got it. Proceeds to paint it anyway. Okay, need to paint the feet and the paws white. Very difficult. Painting white on black is not the greatest idea. Very difficult. Most miniature painters would paint a kind of skeleton bone color on it first to give it a base that the white will actually work on. See, I remembered it for the paws up here, so those are fine. But we'll see about the ones on the foots. Usually, when you spread white over black like that, it looks a grayish color, and you need to paint 2 coats anyway. Like that. Doesn't look quite white enough. I'll see if we can do that white stripe on the face. Once we hit the nose, we're gonna go sideways, get more of the mouth looking part, also white. Ta-da! That looks cat-like, doesn't it? I'm gonna take out some of the uniform gray to fix a spot on the base. See? You can't see. It's glare. There we go. Uniform gray to fix a spot on the base. There's a little blue spot here. There's a little white spot next to the foot. Little white spot near the other foot. Like so. Alright. What else do I need to do? I can put some little... If I make it tiny enough, I can add some detail to the feet. Nice. Now I gotta do that again. So, gotta clean the brush. Put some black on the tip of the brush, paint some of it off, so we're left with only a little bit. Now he's got toesies. Just a little bit of extra detail means a lot. And since it's a Monster Hunter Palico, they have this little paw print design on their hands. So a little dot there. Little dot there. Something like that. Maybe it's more like one big dot. 2 little ones on the edges. Like that. Yeah, I like that better. cover that up with white. Come back in black. Make that dot bigger. Like so. Okay. Just doing some touch-up work around some of the spots that need more blue. Might not be a bad idea to go over the whole thing with an extra coat of blue. Or at least the spots that don't look the most blue. Were you not in focus, camera? You're looking at tails over there. There we go. Now all that's missing are the eyes. The eyes that need to be the most adorable blue color. I guess we could use the same blue color. That's a pretty bright blue. We'll have to make it perfectly. It might be too much paint. Okay, I know he doesn't look good now, but trust the process. We do the colorful part of the eye first, and then we come in with black. That's probably too much. I should probably wait until this paint dries. Okay, yeah, I should probably wait till the paint dries, but you can see what I'm going for. That side looks like a cat eye. I'm trying to go for a vertical line. I suppose while we're waiting for that, we can break out the skeleton bone paint and get the handle of the weapon done. See this very tiny part in the middle. Just like that, and we're done. I'll do a little more. Yep, basically like that. Do you think that was enough time for the paint on the eyes to dry? We will see. We shall see. Let's try to go over this first one. That's pretty good. Now we'll try to do this one. Oh, isn't he cute? Isn't he adorable? I should give him a little nose. Like that. And that's the Palico done. Yes, he is perfect. I could put some whiskers on him. No, that's fine. Too much detail to try to put whiskers. Thanks for watching. What color is the paint water? What color is the paint water? I think I'm gonna say gray this time. It's not really gray, is it? It's kind of reddish, pinkish. I didn't use any red, did I? Oh well. I forgot to trim the base black. How could I forget to do something like that? That's like the most important thing in mini painting. So I'll quickly do that. Might need more black paint. Alright, there we go. Set that up there, pull it over here so you can see. Now we're done.